Solutions. Take water in a glass and add a teaspoon of sugar to it. You need to take water in a glass and to that you need to add teaspoon of sugar to it. Stir the water. Stir that water. You will notice that the sugar slowly disappears. What you will observe, the sugar will slowly disappear when we stir the water containing sugar. We say that the sugar has dissolved in water. So when the sugar disappears, we will tell sugar has dissolved in water. The water with the dissolved sugar tastes sweet. The sweet water is called solution of sugar in water. The water with the dissolved sugar, it will taste sweet. This sweet water is called solution of sugar in water. Now, the sugar is called solute. Here sugar is called as solute. So what is solute? The substances which dissolve in water, they are called as solute. The substance that dissolves in water is called solute. The water that dissolves the solute is called solvent. What is solvent? It is a substance which makes the solute to dissolve in it. So that is called as solvent. In the above example, sugar solution, in that sugar is a solute because it is a substance which dissolves in water, whereas water is the solvent because it is a substance which makes the solute to dissolve in it, that is sugar to dissolve in it. So that's why water is called solvent. When solute and solvent combines, they form solution. Solution is formed by when solute is made to dissolve in solvent. Similarly, salt dissolves in water to form a solution that is salty. So we can make salt solution by dissolving salt in water. Here salt is solute because it dissolves in water, and water is called solvent because it will make the salt to dissolve in it. Try to dissolve a teaspoonful of sand in water. Now you can try dissolving teaspoonful of sand in water. Does it dissolve? No. Sand doesn't dissolve in water. All solids do not dissolve in water. So like all solids, we shouldn't think like all the solids will dissolve in water. Very few or some percentage of solids will dissolve in water, not all. Solids that dissolve completely in water are called soluble substances. Solids that dissolve completely in water are called soluble substances. Sugar and salt are soluble substances. Sugar, when it is added to water, it will dissolve. Salt, when it is added to water, it will dissolve. So these are all called soluble substances. Solids that do not dissolve in water are called insoluble substances. So few solids, when we add them to water, they do not dissolve. We call them as insoluble substances. So sand is an insoluble substance. When we add sand to water, it doesn't dissolve. So we can consider sand as insoluble substance. Activity. Aim. To study the volume of a solution. We are going to learn the volume of a solution. You know what is volume, right? When you pour water into a glass, what space it will occupy? So that is called as volume. Now, materials required: water in a glass, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now, method: first mark the level of water in the glass. Okay, so this is the water in the glass. Mark the level of the water. Here it has been marked with some red color. Check the level of water now. No, next dissolve the sugar in it. First mark the level of water in the glass. That we have done here. We need to mark the level of water. Then next dissolve the sugar in it. So next dissolve the sugar in it. 2 tablespoon of a teaspoon of sugar. Then check the level of water now. After adding sugar into the water, check the level of water. Here you can check the level of water. It remains same. Has the level changed? No. You will find that the level remains the same. Where did the sugar go now? Okay, we have taken water in the glass. We have marked its level. We added sugar to it. Okay, then again we check the level of water. It remains same. Now you may wonder where the sugar might have gone in water. Here is the answer. You know that in a liquid, the molecules are not packed very close together. In a liquid, molecules are not very closely arranged. You can have a look at, if this is the molecule, these are the molecules of a liquid. So you can see there is space between them. So these are the spaces between the molecules in a liquid. There are spaces between the molecules like this. Okay. When sugar dissolves in water, the sugar molecules fill these empty spaces. Whenever we add sugar to water, sugar will occupy these empty spaces. You can see the red color sugar molecules. They have occupied the space between the molecules of water. So the blue color is the molecules of water. The red color is the molecules of sugar. The sugar molecules occupy the space between the molecules of water. When the sugar dissolves in water, the sugar molecules fill these empty spaces. So, there is no increase in the volume of water. This is the reason. As sugar molecules occupy the spaces between the water molecules, there is no increase in the level of water in the glass. Activity. Go on dissolving sugar in the water used in the previous activity. Same activity, keep on dissolving sugar. You will find that after some time the sugar stops dissolving. After some time the sugar will stop dissolving when you started adding more and more sugar. How you can make out? You can make out the sugar getting deposited at the bottom of this particular glass from inside. You will find that after some time the sugar stops dissolving. The remaining sugar settles at the bottom of the glass without dissolving. You will observe the remaining sugar will start settling at the bottom. Here it will start occupying the space here. At that time there will be slight increase in the level of water in the glass. Only when you add more and more sugar. Okay. When after sugar completely dissolves. Then again further when sugar is added, they start settling at the bottom of this particular glass. Why does the sugar stop dissolving in the previous case? So this is because all the empty spaces between the water molecules are now filled with sugar molecules. I told you, so between the water molecule there are empty spaces. Those empty spaces are occupied by sugar molecules. Okay, all those empty spaces, when we add more and more sugar, all sugar molecules will occupy all those empty spaces. When all the empty spaces between the water molecules is completely filled, now the sugar will start collecting at the bottom. So, no more sugar can dissolve in water. Such a solution is called saturated solution. So, such solution is called what? Saturated solution. Saturated solution of sugar means when sugar has completely dissolved in water and no more sugar will not dissolve in water. So, such solution is called as saturated solution. Okay. In simple, you can give definition of saturated solution as the solution in which maximum sugar has dissolved and no more sugar can dissolve further. Such solution is called saturated solution. Now let me summarize this chapter. Matter is anything that takes up space and has weight. This is what we learned. Matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. Solid, liquid and gas are the three states of matter. Heating and cooling cause changes in the states of matter. Some solids dissolved in liquid to form a solution.